Hello, it's Shay in Silver Lake. It's 27 degrees and it is, look at that pretty pink and blue. It is January 19th. Oh, I guess I left my glasses in the house. Oops. Anyway, was gonna come out and do a video earlier, but, okay, so yesterday, Edric spent the night and, the sun's already gone down. And, we ended up playing Uno No Mercy, and it was like an hour and 45 minutes, and we finally had to just call it and just say that we all lost because it was bad. Like, we've been playing Uno so much that now it's getting almost impossible to win. Like, the only way to win is just by pure luck. I need to go get my glasses. Hold on. Okay, and I had to get a jacket because it is way colder than I thought. These boys need to move this. So anyway, what ended up happening was we played until like 10:40, 10:50, and the boys were just getting really tired. Plus I have to get up early on, that's so gorgeous. I get up early on Sundays because I have service and it's 2.5 hours because we do a big study. Well, we have the sermon, we call it a talk, and that's usually about 45 minutes to an hour, and then we have about an hour and a half where we study and just different scriptures and things like that. And so I had to get to bed because I didn't want to be, I don't like missing that because then I get behind. But anyway, not really behind, but I like to get my spiritual food. Anyway, so we called it, but oh my goodness, we laughed so much last night. It was crazy. And then today when we were talking about it, well, this morning my son had to get up like at 5 or something. And I did run out and do the sunrise video. So that is a new video. And because he was going snowboarding with our neighbor Robbie, which is Edric's stepdad. So they oh, look at that. It's got a jet stream. I don't know if you can see it. It's like, wait, it's like over here. And so I got up with him, and then Landon got up like about a half an hour later, and then he threw up, and so I think he might have the flu now because he's not been feeling well at all today, and I haven't been able to get him to eat anything. I've got crackers. My daughter's making a stew, so maybe can eat the broth, but I do have chicken noodle soup, and I do have, of course, all the things that I used when I had the flu. And I've just been spraying Lysol because I'm terrified of, man, look at all these feet prints. Man, the ground is just hard. It's just hard, hard, hard. And I wish I could cut this all back, but I've tried to pull it and cut it, but it will not cut. It's just like rubbery. And I tried cutting some of this too, and it would not cut either. So I just have to wait till it seemed like it was thawing out for a couple days, and I was like able to get some stuff. Like, this looks better, but not as much as I thought. Anyway, so my son took off and he went snowboarding with Robbie. Robbie was super excited to go. My son had bought tickets for them, and my son goes every weekend, but Robbie doesn't get the opportunity very much because he works, and of course they have 4 boys at home, so he doesn't get to do much. So it was really exciting for him, and my son had okay, my son and Robbie are best friends. They're in their mid-30s. And Robbie hasn't been snowboarding in a really, like, years. And my son had gotten a really good deal on his snowboard. And then he ended up finding a better snowboard with a better deal. So he ended up having 2 snowboards, but he didn't want to have 2 snowboards. So he gifted Robbie one. And Robbie was super excited about it and everything. And Robbie still had some of his snow gear, but he didn't have a board, and he didn't have gloves anymore. So they were going to try to look at getting gloves, and then my son was going to take him to... I paid for them to go to breakfast, because Robbie's always nice. He always helps me out when I'm trying to build something, or like when I want to build something, like minimal, not like a massive project. But Robbie does help me, on occasion when I need help. And so I thought it'd be nice if I paid for them to have breakfast this morning. So they went to breakfast, and then they went snowboarding. My son's not back yet, so I'm hoping that they got to go for like a really long time, because Robbie doesn't get to do that stuff very often, so it's really exciting. And Amanda, that's Robbie's wife, she works a lot, and he works a lot too. He works day, she works night. That way there's like not a conflict with the kids, because they have 4 boys, and I think their oldest is only like 13. And Edric is only like, I think he's like 12, 11 or 12. And then they have Robert, who's like 9 or 10. And then they have Bodie, and Bodie's about 1.5 years too. So he doesn't get to do a lot because the kids are, still pretty young. And they, obviously, like we don't do out here, we don't really do the whole babysitting thing. Like we have 3 kids here. They've never had a babysitter. It's always been either me, Trevor, Nick, or my daughter, Krisha, who's, we just rotate like that. And it's always been like, there's another jet stream. It's always been, there's always just been somebody here. And there's not a lot of kids here in town to begin with. And so there's not like a lot of babies, babysitting going on around. I mean, there's like only a handful of like really little kids like Bodie. There's a jet stream over there too. There's 2. So it's a really good opportunity for him to go in, because usually we just play cards or we play board games. We go to their house, they come to our house, we do dinners. But there's like no, like, can't really take anybody out to dinner unless you drive 60, 70 miles one way. So we kind of do stuff like that. Anyway, so it was really exciting for my son and Robbie to go do something. And then Landon had Edric over again last night. And then we played Uno until it got late. And then this morning we were talking about how the boys were like, we should have live streamed our Uno game, like put those things that hold cameras, I forget what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about, the little tripod thingy. We could have put that on top of the table and then just faced it down to the cards that were like being played, and then we could have like just recorded the way that we, because, oh my goodness, they were so funny last night. Like, I had to draw 32 cards at one point, and then everybody at some point had to draw 30 cards. And then today when we were playing, I had gotten Edric good, and it was like 78 cards, and we just had to call it. Because I had 3 plus 10s, 4 plus 6s, like 5 plus 4s, and then like multiple plus 2s and plus 4s. So it was like crazy. We had to call it again today. It was funny. Anyway, sorry it's so dark. And then Landon wasn't feeling good. And so I have him, he's laying down and he's watching, I can't remember the name. Oh, Smallville or something. And he's just like not feeling good. I haven't been able to get him to eat anything. I did get him to drink a little bit of some Sprite. Tried to get him to drink some orange juice, but he wasn't having it. And he didn't want me to make soup earlier because I was going to make him some chicken noodle soup, but he's just not. But I do have crackers there. Chris is making a stew, so maybe he'll get hungry. He did throw up one time this morning on his way to the restroom. And he ended up throwing up outside. He ran outside and threw up. And then he's just been kind of like wanting to lay down, has a headache, won't take anything, everything I offer him. He's just like, no, I don't want it. But, you know, he's 15. So, boy, the dogs are all... Oh, there's Trevor dropping Robbie off. I hope they had a good time. They were really excited. Both of them were really excited this morning. They left like right before sunrise. It was pretty cute. But, you know. Anywho, so we were thinking about live streaming. Oh my gosh, guess what? I'm only 5 away from 1,600. Again, I don't have enough watch hours to be monetized. So that's not even like a thing. But 1,600 subscribers, woohoo! Like eventually, like maybe this summer, I'll have enough. My total watch hours for the last 4.5 years is 3,888 or something. But you have to have 4,000 in a year, and it's taken me 4.5 years to get that. So, but usually I just started the long form videos, doing those regularly in like July or August, somewhere there. So hopefully maybe next summer, like, I don't know. I was thinking about trying to do some live stream stuff too, but it's really hard because I don't have very good internet. So I have to figure out the best spot that has the best internet, and then maybe be able to live stream from that. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe I can come up with some stuff, but it's like, really can't do any of my magazine stuff because I have the 2 boys staying until Landon gets his trailer. Like, there's like a leak in the propane, so we're not letting him stay in it until we can work that out. Because that's usually where that's his place. But, and also it's been super cold. So it's just better that he stays at my place until the weather warms up a little bit. But man, I mean, if you look at this, it's hardly any snow this year. We've had more of the rain, but hardly any snow. And I'm thinking almost that it's not going to be, I don't know, 2 years ago in March, it just pounded us. The end of February, and then the whole month of March was crazy. So I'm thinking it might be like that. Maybe March is when we're going to get our snow, but I like it better when we get it in December, January. And then February, March, April, it starts to slowly warm up. But it doesn't really even get warm here until like June. And I know that is because my daughter, that's right when she's getting the urge to do tiny bit of yard work that she does. And that's usually like June is when she's like complaining to me, it's not warm enough. It's like beginning of June. And it's also her birthday, June 4th. So she's always like, it's cold on my birthday. And I'm like, my goodness, girl, where's the moon? I know we had the big moon. Man, that color is just pretty. So pretty. Okay, it's 15 minutes. I'm gonna jam I'm gonna jam out. I'm gonna jam out. Jam, jam, jam. See, he's in there. He's watching Smallville. I have all my plants crammed in my 3 windows. Oof. So it's just too cold. Alrighty. So peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Be chipper. And bless you. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and do all that stuff. I just like that color. It's so pretty. It's just such a pretty color. Anyway, so I'm wishing you a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, second. You know how I'm sending you the good vibes. I wish I could push my, the wind has knocked over all my solar things, but I can't put them in the ground because the ground is so frozen. It just will not let me do anything. I just can't. They just fall back over because I can't push them down. Otherwise, I'll break the things. So we'll see what we can do. Oh, that one's not even working over there. That middle one. Weird. All right. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye.